Hey folks, I'm Chris and I'm your Commander Mechanic. Before we take a look at the top 5 Commander cards from Midnight Hunt, I wanted to remind everybody about our big 5,000 subscriber giveaway of a full 100 card Marin of Clan Nel Toth deck. Be sure to subscribe and enter to win, the draw is coming up. Also, if you want to pre-order any cards from Midnight Hunt, check out my affiliates. Hairy Tarantula, where first-time users can use the promo code CMDR5 for 5% off their purchases, and returning users can use CMDR Space Mechanic to help support the channel. As well, you can check out our TCG Player affiliate link. Details for both are in the description below. Now, diving in, we have our honorable mentions. First up is the Adversary Cycle. This whole cycle is interesting for our format. At the base level, they're all efficient bodies, but scale incredibly well later in the game. From casting spells from our graveyard to making a ton of zombies, these creatures are all relevant at all stages of the game, and that utility shouldn't be written off. Next up is all of the amazing 2-color flashback spells. There are so many of them that do really fun things, ranging from making a horde of zombie tokens, through to making frog clones, to making vampire ball lightnings. These all have great effects that do great things and only fall outside of the top 5 because they fit in fewer decks by virtue of being 2-color. Now at number 5 on our list is Moonsilver Key. This is a colorless tutor, make no mistakes about it. In Commander this, at minimum, goes to fetch a Soul Ring, which after only 2 turns is mana neutral on the effect. If you're running other mana rocks, this finds them too. And even better if you're running 0 mana rocks like Mana Crypt or Mox Opal or Chrome Mox. For decks that thrive on specific mana rocks like Kinnan or Zerda, this is a valuable additional tool to go get a game-winning Basalt Monolith. When we factor in other mana rocks that have powerful abilities like Strixhaven Stadium or Cursed Mirror, we're in the territory of a valuable, inexpensive weapon in our arsenals. At number 4 on our list is Tovolar's Huntmaster. While originally this was mistranslated, this is a 6/6 for 6, and is essentially a green Grave Titan, making 2 2/2 wolf tokens when it enters the battlefield. If 10 power across 3 bodies for 6 mana doesn't make you salivate, wait until it becomes night. Once Tovolar's Pack Leader enters the fray, we get a full Grave Titan effect, making another 2 2/2 wolves on attack. That is a lot of advantage, and typically only found in black until now. Wolves might not have all of the synergies of zombies, but green does have some amazing things that trigger off of creatures entering the battlefield. If that's not enough for you, because naturally it's not, for 4 mana we get a fight effect that lets your wolves or werewolves other than the pack leader fight another target. Fight effects and damage effects have a lot of synergies, from Vigor through to Naiath of the Dire Hunt and more. The Huntmaster here is no doubt going to be a big player in a lot of strategies that want to go wide, with a high value floor and an even higher value ceiling. At number 3 on our list is Morbid Opportunist. It's odd to see an uncommon rank this highly, but a fantastic utility creature is hard to pass up. While this won't get you the value that some other on-death draw creatures like Midnight Reaper or Harvester of Souls may get you, it is going to do a lot of work. A cheeky nod to the Morbid mechanic, this is a Death Reap ritual on a creature, for 1 less mana and triggering immediately rather than the end step. In any aristocrat-style deck, or with a heavy board control presence, this is a creature that will be drawing you a card potentially on each player's turn. Since it only triggers once each turn, it's not the pinnacle of power, but being able to trigger when an opponent loses a creature in combat with any other player is enough to really bump up its utility. If you're running Phyrexian Arena in your lists, consider this instead. You're likely to get more value faster at the opportunity cost of being a little bit easier to remove. But being a creature and being in black, it's also easier to recur as well. I am a big fan and I will be ensuring to get a few copies. At number 2 on the list is the Meat Hook Massacre. Speaking of death triggers, a real banger of a card we're getting is the Meathook Massacre. This legendary enchantment is a board wipe and an Aristocrats piece all in one, and will no doubt be a big player in all decks in this archetype moving forward. The value floor on this is a 2-mana enchantment version of Zulaport Cutthroat, where the mana value ceiling is a Mutilate that drains opponents while you gain life. Much like the adversaries in our honorable mentions, it's a card that's going to be potent at any point in the game. When we add in value multipliers, however, we start getting off the rails. In a deck with Teysa Karlov at the helm, suddenly you're gaining 2 for each opponent's creature dying and draining for 2 with each of your creatures dying. With Grismold at the helm, we could be killing off all of the tokens on the board and making a big swing in life totals while adding a bomb of counters to your commander. One of the pitfalls of an Aristocrats deck is having both a way to kill your creatures and a payoff for creatures dying, and this is both on a single card. It's hard to get better than that. Now finally at number 1 on our list is Vanquish the Horde. This is at number 1 because it is possibly the best board wipe we've ever seen. People are already calling this the White Blasphemous Act, and while the minimum cost is 2 as opposed to 1, and there's no damage synergies to exploit, it becomes active a lot sooner than Blasphemous Act does. With just 2 creatures on the board, this is equivalent to a Day of Judgment, already good on its own. But in Commander, the chances will always be that this just costs double white to cast. It's clean, it's simple, it's easy. I expect this to be one of the pricier rares in the set because of its eternal implications in our format, but definitely pick one up. It's better than Wrath of God in 99% of cases in our format and is really a no-brainer. Consider it a staple in all white decks moving forward. And there we have it, our top 5 cards from Midnight Hunt. Overall, the set is a little lower power than we've seen recently, but that is perfectly fine. There are more than enough goodies for Commander seeded throughout. I love the flavor of this plane, and I'm excited to see what's coming up in Crimson Vow in just a few weeks. Let me know what you think of our top 5 in the comments below, and let me know what your favorite card from Midnight Hunt is. As always, folks, good luck and have fun.